Greetings, summoners. This is Raabemaster bringing you another League of Legends Shoutcast commentary. That I am just so thankful LOLreplay is working for me again, so I can bring you these wonderful videos that I do so very much hope you enjoy. So just sit back, relax, and prepare to be entertained. On the blue team, we have Lee Sin, Zyra, Aurelia, Graves, and Sona. We're on the red team. We have Ziggs, Ezreal, Annie, Rengar, and Cho'Gath. Let's take a quick look at the lane matchups. Top lane, we're going to have Rengar versus Aurelia. I really think Aurelia is going to dominate this lane because I believe she is a stronger champion than Rengar just in general. Her crowd controls, her damage, her survivability, her sustain. I just think she's going to have an easy lane versus this Rengar. Mid lane, it is going to be Zyra versus Ziggs. Ziggs has a lot of harass, long range harass with his Q, but Zyra has a lot better crowd control, a lot more utility, burst, and DPS than him. So it's just really going to depend who comes out stronger in the late game. Will Ziggs be able to harass Zyra out of lane or not? So that could go either way, but I'm going to give a slight advantage to Zyra. Jungle is going to be Cho'Gath versus Lee Sin. Lee Sin, a very good counter jungler. However, Cho'Gath very resilient to counter jungling with his CC and his good survivability. He also has a lot of sustain with his passive. Lee Sin also very sustained. So I don't expect to see much counter jungling in this game, although Lee Sin could certainly try. And Cho'Gath, once he does a lot of damage to minions, so he could easily try to come in and steal a camp. Bot lane is going to be Graves and Sona versus Ezreal and support Annie. Very interesting. Annie does have a lot of crowd control and does do quite good damage. However, I think she's going to fall off late game if she doesn't get the farm and kills that she needs to get those high priority AP items for her damage. So we're going to see how that one goes. Sona also a very strong support. Graves and Ezreal both very good at harassing. Both skill very well in the late game. So that lane could go either way easily. So here we're starting off. Lee Sin starting red, Cho'Gath starting blue. Cho'Gath has a lot of sustain on his with his passive, and also that auto attack, that almost double auto attack buff that he gives himself. Very nice. He's getting a pretty hard leash from Annie and Ezreal. Looks like he's not going to be taking much damage at all from this blue buff. No, and then Lee Sin also getting a very nice buff. He's not even going to take it with Smite. Neither side are taking their first buffs with Smite, so it just looks like Lee Sin is potentially just going to go straight to blue and then go gank top lane. If they manage to get an early kill on Rengar, that's going to snowball Aurelia very well in her lane. Right now, Rengar going to do a little bit of bush harassment. Started out with Bolo Strike so that she can't retaliate as well when he comes out of the bush. Something Rengar's very good at. He's a lot like Garen, whereas he wants to stay in the bushes. That's a lot of damage by Aurelia just on her auto attack. Took out quite a bit of Rengar's health. Aurelia's going to have quite a bit more damage than Rengar, although he might have a small advantage early game. Here comes Lee Sin coming straight from his blue. Looks like he wants to get a gank down on Rengar. Will he be able to get anything? It doesn't look like it's pushed up enough, but here comes Rengar, extending a little bit too much. Aurelia initiates. Lee Sin's going to shield to her, land the resonating strike along with the kick, and nothing else is going on. Just a bit of damage on Rengar, a bit of harass. That might be enough to give Aurelia quite a good advantage in lane, though. Graves here doing quite a bit of harassment as he has lane sustain, whereas red team does not. Ezreal, and he can't heal, whereas Sona can. Sona also has a very powerful harass early mid game with her Hymn of Valor. I like it when he yells "not so fast." Raw! He sounds like such a hunter. Both junglers ready to gank. If one goes in, the other one's just going to counter gank. Cho'Gath is going to drive down his scream. He's going to miss, though. Here comes Lee Sin, landing the kick on the Cho'Gath, landing the slow on both of them. Rengar's going to heal up, and Cho'Gath is going to land a great rupture on both of them. They're going to start getting a ton of damage on them, but here comes Zyra, logging down Rengar, giving first blood to Lee Sin. Very good map awareness by Zyra to come in and help her team secure first blood. That's going to give Lee Sin a great advantage in his jungle, whereas Cho'Gath is just going to have to go back, having wasted all that time trying to gank and not getting anything out of it. That's going to hurt Cho'Gath's jungle, whereas Lee Sin now has a lot more money to buy items with that 400 gold. Also, Aurelia just being allowed to farm down up here in top lane. Ezreal being pushed to his tower. Definitely this Graves and Sona combo being extremely effective at harass, as Ezreal does not have any other way to heal himself besides health potions. This Ziggs trying to take down those plants. Doing so successfully, getting a little bit of gold from them. Oh, looks like Lee Sin's coming in for a gank. He's going to land the resonating strike on Ziggs. Oh, and Zyro lands both of her abilities. Oh, here comes Aurelia getting a lot of harass down on Rengar. Her damage, she is definitely out damaging him right now. This does not look good for Rengar in lane. See if he's going to need some jungle assistance to pull something out of it. Right now, Lee Sin hovering around mid lane, looking for a gank on the Ziggs. He looks like he's just going to recall right now. Ziggs very low on health. If they land the Sonic Wave, nope, not going to go for anything, just a shield. Lee Sin taking a little bit of lane tax. Aurelia pushing her lane very far. She has a 2-level advantage over Rengar right now, and he's taking a lot of damage from those creeps, actually. Trying not to let the lane get pushed into the tower. Very good job by Rengar there, trying to get as much farm as possible because he needs it right now. Here comes Shoutcast in for a gank on bottom lane. However, they're not going to get anything, as Graves has already recalled. Just Sona now being harassed. Looks like she's going to go back, get herself some items, looking to build a heart of gold. Lee Sin right now building his Wriggle's Lantern. Only has the Madreds though. Looks like Ezreal's going to get some much needed farm. Right now the AD carries. The farm is just about even for both of them. Graves just barely pulling ahead. But for all intents and purposes it is even. Neither side has a killer assist. Lee Sin continuing on in his jungle, whereas Shoutcast in his awesome new skin is also continuing on in his jungle. He has such good sustain. It's one of the best things about Shoutcast. He is quite capable of jungling on his own, unlike the other jungle tanks such as Nautilus and Maokai. Someone has said this before. Shoutcast almost needs no babysitting compared to Shoutcast. I mean, Shoutcast needs almost no babysitting compared to like Nautilus, where you have to watch him constantly, because if he meets a duelist in his jungle, he's screwed. And now Shoutcast looking to do a lane gank. Will he be able to land the Rupture? Answer to that is, oh, Aurelia's going to pop her ulti. She gets silenced, dodges the Rupture, so that's going to end the gank. And she gets more damage onto them than they did onto her. Sorry about that. So Lee Sin doing his blue buff, waiting to do his opponent's blue buff. Looks like he has the timer down. Shoutcast, he knows Shoutcast is near top lane. Aurelia has just confirmed this, so now he knows no one's going to be here to stop him from taking the blue buff. And he does start it. Looks like Ziggs wants to go in there, checking with his mines, but right now the blue buff is being taken. He's going to try to steal it, but no, Lee Sin smites it instead of giving it to his AP carry. And to minimize the risk. Oh, looks like bot lane. We're going to go back to that because I was focusing on the counter invade. Come on, just a second. Wait, I have a back 15 seconds button. Alright, here we go. It looks like there's a bit of a support fight right there. Graves jumps in, starts doing a ton of damage to Annie. Looks like they turn around and start attacking Sona. The ignite is dropped on Sona. She drops dangerously low. Ezreal dives in and gets the kill. However, now he's on the wrong side of a Graves. Annie tries to help, but her damage is just too low. He cleanses out of the ignite, but it's too low, too late, as Graves quick draws in. Starts doing even more damage to Annie. However, I don't think he'll be able to pick this up. However, Lee Sin landing the Sonic Wave, resonating strike. Brilliant job of him predicting Annie's movements and getting the easy kill. Nice little cheese kill by Lee Sin right there. Rengar taking a ton of damage. He's going to pop his ultimate, though. He is quite a bit of this Aurelia, as she is doing just a ton of damage to him. The ignite is dropped, and neither side wants to engage onto this, as Aurelia is under the effects of ignite, and Rengar is dropping very low in these exchanges. Aurelia does still have her ultimate. She could use it right here to get some good damage and initiation on. She does pop her ultimate and pick up the kill with her stun and blade surge. Good job on Aurelia. Really punishing this this Rengar in lane. This Rengar right now 0-2 with only 50 CS compared to Aurelia, who's 1-0-1 with 51 CS. This is really just going to help Aurelia do extremely well in her lane. Right now, the size it is 4-1 in favor of blue team. The gold difference almost 2K. That is quite a significant amount early game. As in right now, Ezreal not able to pick up the Vamp sector or the level 2 boost. Oh, in comes Lee Sin with the initiation from the gank, kicking Annie back into Graves, and Sona is going to allow Graves to pick up the kill. An excellent job by Lee Sin. positioning Annie perfectly to get the kill. Looks like they're going to be able to pick up a dragon here, as there's no one to stop them except for Ezreal and Ziggs, who don't look like they're going to come in to stop it. Very good job by blue team, picking up a kill bot lane, knowing that they can go straight for dragon after that. Red team's going to have to make something happen now, as they did lose both a kill and dragon. Oh, Rengar taking a ton of damage. No, they lands the Bolo Strike onto the Aurelia, heals himself, the Rupture misses as Aurelia flashes out of it, and it doesn't look like they're going to be able to pick up anything else. Rengar overextends just a little bit. Will Aurelia be able to take him down? No! But she does burn Rengar's flash. Oh, she comes back in. Rengar might have overextended too much again. Oh, it's so close. Rengar gets dropped. Oh, they're both so low, and barely the red buff from Cho'Gath is able to pick up the kill on Aurelia. He needs to get out of here now, though, as here comes Lee Sin, jumping to a ward, flashing, and Sonic Wave Resonating Strike. He covered so much distance in so little time that Cho'Gath was not able to do anything to react to that. Very good job by Lee Sin, using Lee Sin's mobility to the maximum potential. Good job by Aurelia too, turning a 2v1 into 2 kills with the help of her other lane, with the help of her jungler and her mid laner. Doing a good job of turning that situation around by staying alive for so long and just knowing the extent that her champion can go to, just barely dying to the dot from red buff. It's like bot lane, we just got a bit of harassment coming down here. Right now Aurelia, with her 2 kills above Rengar's none, she's going to be able to pick up quite a bit of survivability in that phage and damage from the Doran's Blade. This is going to give her a big advantage over Rengar in lane, as all he has is a bit of armor pen and damage. Oh, Sona goes with the ult, but she might be too close to the tower, is forced to flash out, and he barely alive, gets the quick draw and the flash from Graves, allows him to pick up the kill. Oh, but Sho'Gath is coming from behind, picking up the kill on Sona. Oh, the bomb barely missing Ezreal as he just skirts alongside of it. Looks like they want to pick up the kill on this Graves. Will they be able to? Also going to take his one rush with the flash from Ziggs. Oh, but he's going to try to quick draw over the wall. However, it was on cooldown, so he was not able to get it. Sho'Gath barely... No, he's not going to survive. So close to getting out of there, Sho'Gath was. He even burned his flash, but he was not able to get away from the damage of Zyra. She just has so much burst at this level of the game. It was just too much for Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath has hit level 6, so he's going to want to start feasting to gain up those stacks for more health and tankiness. It's going to be very beneficial. Looks like Zyra wanting to take the camps from Ziggs. She is going to, as they have just spawned. Stealing her opponent's Wraith camps. Counter jungling that Lee Sin. Doing a very good job of it. As this is just going to help put her more ahead of Ziggs than she already was. However, they are actually quite even right now. Neither one really has the advantage. Both of them picking up the Chalice of Harmony, as they are both quite mana-hungry champions. Zyra not so much as Ziggs, who relies on constant ranged harass to win his lane. Oh, Rengar is going to be caught out of position by a wild Lee Sin. Lee Sin's going to turn on the slow, turn on the Resonating Strike, and it is just too much burst damage. Rengar not able to do anything to get out of there. He did not have his ultimate with him, so he could not turn invisible and get out of there. The Zyra and Ziggs not really trading, more just staying at a distance. Really poking the Cho'Gath, as she is a higher level than the Cho'Gath. And what did Cho'Gath's items look like? No damage items at all, just a heart of gold, boots of ganking, and an Oracle's Elixir. Looks like blue team's going to want to initiate, but the Annie drops Tibbers on Graves. The Ezreal does so much damage. Looks like Ezreal's going to be able to pick up the kill here before Sona's heal could reach him. Sona's going to turn around, get a stun to the face, and Annie's going to pick up that kill with her Tibbers AoE. A very nice job by red team, picking up 2 kills. However, here comes a Lee Sin. Will he be able to get anything done? He jumps to a ward, misses his Resonating Strike though, and this is going to mean he can't pick up the kill on Annie. Had he have hit that Resonating Strike, it would have been a completely different story. Oh, Zyra might be trying something. Maybe just pushing the lane, maybe looking for a kill. Ziz is going to start his blue buff. Oh, but Lee Sin is stuck between the Cho'Gath and a hard place, as here comes a lot of damage. 4v1, Lee Sin is going to get dropped. That is going to bring the game a lot closer now, as red team was able to pick up 3 untraded kills. This is going to bring the score 10-7, and the gold lead only 2k. Good job on red team helping close that gap, Aurelia farming the minions with her ultimate. Gaining some of that life back with that sustain. Sustain. Looks like she's going to be able to take down this tower before Rengar can get here to defend it. And yes, she's going to let the minions clean that up as the tower is going down. Rengar warding his bush. He has to do that now as the tower is gone. They lose a lot of top lane map vision and map control. Looks like the bottom turret is also being threatened, but Annie's going to just be able to keep that alive. What is it? Is this Annie building AP? Looks like she might be building support, actually. Depends on what she's going to do with that Heart of Gold. Will she turn it into a random endowment, or will she just sell it later? Just looking for the income now. Looks like Sona is using her oracles to try to clear some wards. Just having to avoid some bombs, of course. Aurelia finding Rengar in his own jungle is going to start harassing him, doing a lot of damage with her hidden strike on. Hidden strike, I mean. Sorry about that. I'm not very good at pronouncing these words. Cho'Gath trying to find an Aurelia in his jungle. Both teams right now using oracles. Cho'Gath looks so fast when he's not fully grown. Only one feast stack so far. I'd like to see him pick up another minion. Oh! Aurelia going in for the kill, using her ultimate. Will she be able to get the damage? Yes, she does. This Aurelia is 3-1. Oh, right now blue team just getting destroyed. Zyra eaten by Cho'Gath. Let's go back and watch that. Okay, mid lane. We just have some normal harass going. Actually, that's not just a LOL replay. That's a LOL bug in general with the recall animation. They said they'd fix that, but they haven't. I don't know why. Here comes Ziggs. Oh, getting hit by the Sonic Wave. Resonating Strike kicked back by Lee Sin. A good job by him. Ziggs drops the bomb, doing a ton of damage. Zyra ult barely misses it. She drops the C, but the silence from Cho'Gath and the noms just too much as Zyra gets destroyed by Cho'Gath. Here comes Lee Sin running through his own jungle, trying to get away from the Annie, and he does, as he is much faster than she is with his boots of ganking. Very, very interesting choice on Lee Sin. You don't often see the boots of mobility on Lee Sin. Zyra picking up her Athene's Unholy Grail, that cooldown reduction, mana regen, and magic resist. All of the things are very useful against Ziggs. Ziggs also with his Athene's Unholy Grail. Right now their builds are very similar. Neither has the advantage except for Ziggs has his tier 2 boots, whereas Zyra just has a little bit more AP. Oh, the Tibbers whiffs completely. How unfortunate for Annie. That stun, they might have let them get some more harass. I don't think they would have picked up a kill right there, as Sona does have her ultimate. So the counter stun would have been a very viable pick. Looks like Lee Sin looking to solo this dragon. However, nice girl Sona's going to come up and give him a hand with her chords of music. Red team knows they're doing this, however, Dragon is already down. Looks like the bot lane is just going to want to return for now. However, this could turn into a 4-man tower dive. Oh, it looks like it is. Annie's taking a ton of damage. She doesn't have Tibbers. She's just going to fall immediately to the vast amounts of damage. Lee Sin Ezreal trying to do something to help, but to no avail. Looks like he's going to want to pour it out. Oh, he uses his flash. The bomb comes down from Ziggs, almost picking up the kill on Lee Sin, and yes, Ezreal able to pick up the kill on Lee Sin, but at what cost? Looks like Aurelia's going to be able to take him down. Now Ziggs is stuck in an unhappy place, but no, here comes Cho'Gath. Will Cho'Gath be able to flash over and make something happen? No, the Rupture, so much CC is going to allow Ziggs to pick up the kill on Sona, and there goes the silence from Cho'Gath. Looks like he's going to want to eat this Aurelia. Oh, but the stun. The Rupture almost hits, but no, there goes the Ziggs, picking up the double kill with his bouncing bomb. Good job by Red Team, not making that a complete loss at bot lane, picking up 3 kills for their own 2 deaths. Here comes Zyra wanting to tower dive the Rengar, but no, not really tower dive, that's their own tower. Tower defending the Rengar, I guess. I'm going to coin that phrase, tower defending. No, too much like tower defense, ignore what I just said. Here comes Cho'Gath, looking to counter jungle. He's going to hit Lee Sin a couple times, silence him, keep hitting him. Rupture him. However, Lee Sin more than prepared for this. He does have quite a bit of health. And magic resist from his runes, bring his MR to 53. Looks like both junglers are here. The gank is going on, but no, Lee Sin misses his Sonic Wave, saying, no, I'm not going to walk into that bush because I'm pretty sure there's a Cho'Gath in there. Right now they're just doing some dancing. Oh, Aurelia finds Rengar again in an unhappy place. Blade surges to him. However, he's going to go invisible. It's going to allow him to get away. There's Graves trying to do some damage to Ezreal. Both the very aggressive AD carries with their skill sets. Right now, this Aurelia already has her Trinity Force. I don't know exactly when she got it, but right now it is 8:30 into the game. That Trinity Force is going to just make her do a lot of damage. It is such a good item on her. It's like here comes Lee Sin wanting to pick up the kill on Ezreal. A perfect Sonic Wave into Resonating Strike, but he is going to get away using his Arcane Shift. Still a very good job by Lee Sin predicting his opponent's movement. Obviously someone who's very familiar with Lee Sin's skill set. Looks like there's an Annie sauntering about her bot lane. Will she want to get something done? She's going to stun that Graves. However, she doesn't have a lot of damage. All she has is GP10 and some boots. Support Annie. What do I think about it? Meh. You're gonna fall off late games since you won't have the items you need. And your burst is the only thing you got. You sure you got some AoE? Maybe you can build tanky Annie. She's got some AoE damage, which is really good for her. An AoE stun with her ultimate and her incinerate. Oh, Annie is not going to pick up that blue buff. Instead, it's going to go to Graves from his auto attacks and bug shot. There goes Lee Sin jumping in onto a ward, however missing his Sonic Wave Resonating Strike combo. Zyra doing a ton of damage to Ziggs. Ziggs doing a ton of damage to Zyra. Oh, but the sustained DPS from Zyra's plants are just going to prove too much for Ziggs, and he's going to go down. However, it looks like Red Team's starting to chase Blue Team out of the jungle. However, Red Team is in a bad position, with Graves pounding on them from the side and Lee Sin from the front. Zyra's coming in, but she is extremely low. Oh, Shoutcast is going to get dropped by Graves' damage. Looks like Ezreal and Annie are on the run. However, Ezreal gets taken down. Rengar jumps into 4 people from Blue Team. A very bad decision on his part. Gets immediately bursted down, and Annie is the only one here to tell the tale. Lee Sin trying to guess where Annie went, failing that guess. She's going to have to go back home. Let's take a look at the itemization right now as we are 20 minutes into the game. Right now the kills are 17 to 12. I lied, we're checking kills and money first. 3,200, almost 33k on Blue Team, whereas Red Team only has 28k. That's about a 5k difference. And looks like Blue Team's going to be able to take down another turret. Blue Team just destroying turrets this game. Right now the turret count is 3 turrets for Blue Team, 1 turret for Red Team. So that is giving them quite a good gold advantage, along with just this farm. Zyra has Ziggs actually top farm in the game, using his bombs AoE to get all that farm. Oh, looks like we got a bit of a trade here from the AD carries. Annie not really going to be able to help as the exhaust is dropped on her. However, here comes Lee Sin. Looks like he wants to get the Sonic Wave out. Cho'Gath is also nearby though. They have to be worried about this Cho'Gath as well. Neither side looking to commit. Oh, and Zyra is just going to be taking a ton of damage from Rengar. However, Rengar has jumped into an unhappy place. The ultimate from Aurelia picking him up with the blind shots. Very nice. Aurelia may have overcommitted. We're just going to have to see no, since she's going to turn that around. Red Team turret goes down. Ezreal falling dangerously low. Annie getting destroyed by Graves. That was probably a bad idea for her to come back in. However, she did pick up the kill on Graves, considering I believe that was a shutdown. I'm not exactly sure, but so it might have been worth it. However, she did feed the AD carry, so probably not. Ezreal getting kicked to the face after arcane shifting. Not a happy place for him to be in. Looks like Lee Sin's going to want to do some damage to this turret. However, Ziggs might be enough to get him away from that. Yes, Lee Sin's going to pull back for now. Let's take a look at the itemization here. Finally, Lee Sin looks like he could be building an Aegis. However, I believe Sona did rush Shirelia's Reveille. It does have the Chalice of Harmony. So Lee Sin could be looking to build an Aegis right now. He does have a Wriggle's Lantern and the Heart of Gold. Zyra, needlessly large drawn, Athene's Unholy Grail. Looking like she's going to try to go for a death cap right now. Ziggs also going down the same exact route. Both of them looking very similar in their builds. Ezreal building that Trinity Force, trying to get that damage out with his Q. Graves already has his Infinity Edge, however, and his Zeal. Looking to build that into a Phantom Dancer as soon as possible, as he does have that crit cloak. Oh, Sona doing a little bit of harassment, however, that is a tanky Cho'Gath. Oh, not in that. The Satchel Charge not enough to blow Ziggs over the wall, unfortunately getting himself killed. This Graves, however, getting the crap CC'd out of him, but Sona comes in with the beautiful ultimate, allowing Aurelia to pick up a kill. However, she is getting bursted down hard, but her sustain is just too much for this fight. and Annie does not have enough damage to take down that Aurelia. However, that Cho'Gath's going to pick it up with the Feral Scream, and then Zyra's going to kill the Rengar who decided to wander in. Not a good game for Rengar. He is 1 and 8. Has almost no damage items besides the Brutalizer and the Doran's Blade. He is definitely not going to scale well late game. He can't really engage. The only way that Rengar can engage fights is by jumping into them. And if he jumps into a fight right now, he's going to get bursted down immediately. So, that is really the problem with Rengar right now. He really doesn't have a way to get into fights and deal any damage. Because if he does, he's just going to get immediately destroyed by Zyra and by Graves. It's just going to be just Zyra, Graves, Aurelia, just so much damage right there. That's just going to destroy Rengar should he decide to jump into a fight. Although, the one thing that red team does have above blue team is they have a dedicated tank. Cho'Gath, their AP tank, a lot of crowd control, very good at protecting carries. However, Lee Sin can also be used for that role, using his slow from his Tempest and also his Dragon's Rage to help protect his carries by CCing the tanky DPS going after them. Looks like they're going for Zyra, who has been overextended. Ziggs is going to drop down his ult and pick up the kill. However, Cho'Gath is going to get finished off by Zyra. Looks like Ziggs doing quite a bit of damage here to that Graves. Not able to pick anything else up as they are retreating. Annie almost getting caught recalling. However, Lee Sin not able to pick up the kill. And here we got Ziggs. He's running away. Sorry, I'm a bit tired right now, but I'm going to keep this up. I'm going to try to finish this game. Here we go, Ezreal trying to escape from the Lee Sin. Ziggs throwing bombs to help him. However, Aurelia coming in with the Blaze Surge and her ulti is going to be enough to pick up the Ezreal despite the cleanse. Here comes Annie taking a ton of damage, forced to flash over the wall, doing a lot of damage with Timbers and Incinerate. However, Rengar is going to be able to pick up the shutdown on Lee Sin. Aurelia has her GA, so she's not scared to be here in the middle of the fight. As if she dies, she's just going to be revived instantly. There she goes, proccing her GA. Graves able to take down Rengar. Looks like Cho'Gath wants to eat Aurelia, however, he gets CC'd and is going to get kited by Aurelia, it looks like. And Graves picking up the kill on Annie. That Cho'Gath making the mistake of not protecting his team in the fight, allowing Graves to pick up the double kill. Instead, the Cho'Gath is just chasing the Aurelia. A poor decision, as there's no way he's going to catch her. And the burst is just so strong. Cho'Gath not able to use his ultimate there to pick up the kill on Aurelia. That is something Cho'Gath players need to do. Protect their team with their Rupture and Scream. He was not there to protect his team from Graves. He was not. He was instead chasing after that Aurelia. A very game-throwing decision that might lose the game for their team right now, as it looks like blue team's going to be able to take down this tower. Rengar jumping into the fight. However, this Rengar is very far behind, immediately going to get destroyed by Zyra, Graves, and Sona. Not a happy place for them to be. Right now, the goal is a 13k difference in favor of blue team. Blue team having much better teamwork this game. That Cho'Gath absolutely threw that last fight going after the Aurelia, whereas Graves was able to pick up the other kills, just surmounting his lead over the other AD carry. Sona getting crowd controlled by Cho'Gath. Looks like they're going to have a good engage here. Ziggs' ultimate picks up the first kill, and Zyra goes into her zonias, and it is just going to be enough to save her, as Annie does not have enough damage to finish her off. A very good job. However, Cho'Gath also barely escaping from Graves since he does not want to tower dive. The stun comes out from Andy. Ezreal's going to come in, misses his Mystic Shot. Not going to be... Oh, but his Arcane Flux picks up the kill on Zyra. Good job on his part. Zyra ult just not doing enough damage. However, there's a Lee Sin here, and he definitely has enough damage if he's going to be able to deal it. But no, he's going to get CC'd. The silence comes out. The Rupture barely misses. That was a very poorly played silenced. No, but Cho'Gath flashed over the wall. This was a bad place for him to flash over the wall. His team might not be able to follow up with him. Oh, but they are going to get the kill on the Graves. On the Lee Sin. Rengar's going to come out. Looks like they're going to try to focus the Graves now. Will they be able to get it? He starts doing a ton of damage, and he's dropping very low. However, Graves get bursted down. Good job. There comes the Aurelia. Her GA is not up. One more attack. The bouncing bomb does whiff, unfortunately. However, now they have vision. Looks like she's going to go for the burst on Rengar. She gets it right before getting destroyed. Aurelia being able to pick up a kill for her own death. Red team a very good job of not losing the game right there. They did have a much better engage as they engaged together as a team, whereas blue team was all by and large separated, so they could not engage together. Good job by them focusing single targets and doing damage to them, whereas red team just had the focus, the target annihilation, whereas blue team was pretty much just wandering around trying to survive. There was just a lot more team fight on red team's part than blue team's part. However, it looks like blue team's going to want to try to secure this Baron. Red team not in position to contest it. Do they even have vision? No, they do not. Well, they do in the back of their Baron pit. So right now, they have been just been alerted that the other team is doing Baron. Ezreal, unfortunately, farming top. Doesn't look like he's going to make it in time. He is going to try to rush back there, but right once he gets the cannon, because you know that's more important than Baron. Can't really insult him, though. Cho'Gath has more damage against minions than anyone else in the game, with his 1,000 damage, true damage, with his 1,000 true damage to minions. Looks like he's going to want to try to finish it here, and he does! Cho'Gath gets the Baron, silences only Aurelia, though. Lee Sin taking a ton of damage in this fight. Red team does have Baron. They're going to be able to target fire Graves down. No, he quick draws over the wall. Will Ziggs be able to pick up anything? Oh, barely missing Zyra with the bouncing bomb, and he gets focused and killed very quickly. There is no Ezreal here. Where is... Oh, the Ezreal was focused, unfortunately. As red team does waste that Baron, unfortunately. 4 of their 5 team members going down, even after they got Baron. The respawn timers are lengthy enough. This looks like blue team's claim to fame. They should be able to take the Nexus down right now. There's only a Ziggs to stop them. Ziggs alone cannot stop the team from taking the Nexus. As valiantly as he may try, there's nothing he can do here. He's going to get poked by plants. Ezreal coming in too, but it's going to be a little bit too late as he just gets poked away by Graves, who's doing so much better than him this game. Ezreal almost gets killed, and the final kill goes to Ziggs killing Zyra as the Nexus explodes. Thank you everyone for watching. This has been Raabemaster bringing you another League of Legends Shoutcast. I might have been a little tired, but I was just so excited that LOLreplay was working I had to get you guys out a video. I do hope you enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe. If you don't like, dislike, and tell me why. I appreciate constructive criticism oh so very much. And I just hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. Stay safe and play on.